Hello everyone, my name is Ozzy Hornet and welcome back to Wright Ace Attorney Trilogy. Alright, so this game has been fun so far. We're on a roll and we're up to episode 3, so let's get to it. Episode 3, let's get going. Grah, you have disgraced me for the last time, Steel Samurai. The pale moon in the sky cries for your blood. Ooh. Okay. The moon? No, it is you who should gaze upon the moon, for it will be the last moon you ever see. This is like an anime fight. See you in hell, evil magistrate. Whoa! Grah! The warrior's sword gleam and strike in the moonlight. One has fallen, but who? Only the moon knows. Don't miss next week's exciting episode. The Dark Messenger returns. Okay, that's a weird introduction, but okay. Alright, October 14th, 5:31 p.m., Wright and Co. Law Offices. That rocked! See you in hell, evil magistrate. Whoa, stop waving that broom around. Oh, Nick, I didn't know you were here. Of course I'm here. It's my office. What was that surreal show you were watching? What? Nick, you mean you don't know the Steel Samurai? No, I don't. He's only the most popular TV hero for young people. Young? Like, how young? 10 years old. Then what the heck are you doing getting all excited? Hey, I'm only 17! That's 17, see? I'm a teen, not like you, Nick. Hey, don't talk to me like I'm your grandpa or something. I'm only 24 myself. Then weren't you with me? He's really cool and it's really popular. When they asked grade school kids what they wanted to be, Steel Samurai was #1. Oh boy, I fear for these kids' future. I really worry about the kids these days. Phoenix just read my mind. Gramps. Well, the Steel Samurai's over. I guess it's time to close up the office. I guess. Wish we had some clients. A month has passed since my trial. Mia's murder was the talk of the town for some time. But no one paid any attention to the Wright and Co. law offices. How am I going to pay the rent this month? Who knows? It'll be okay. I'm sure some big client is just around the corner. The next day, in my bedroom. Oh boy. Hello, this is Phoenix. Nick! Maya? What? It's still early. It's the Steel Samurai! The Steel Samurai got arrested! Huh? You mean the guy on that show? Yes! They're saying that the Steel Samurai killed a villain! Isn't that what he's supposed to do? Yeah, on TV! Yeah, on TV. No, I mean he actually did it, in real life! He skewered a villain with a samurai spear! I have absolutely no idea what you're talking about. Just come to the office, quick, please, Nick! Okay. Seems like it's important. 9:22 a.m. Maya's here, watching television. Now for the morning news. The actor Will Powers was arrested yesterday. Powers plays the lead role in the popular kid show The Steel Samurai, Warrior of Neo-Old Tokyo. He was arrested on the suspicion of murder. The victim was Jack Hammer, who plays the villain known as the Evil Magistrate. His body was found still inside the Evil Magistrate costume. The samurai spear was also found stuck through the body. Sorry. I can't read. Police believe this was the murder weapon and are investigating further. Oh shit. This has to be a joke. No. It's a nightmare. The Steel Samurai is over. The world is over. Uh-oh. Yes? Wright and Co. law offices. What? Nick? It's the Steel Samurai. What? Yes, of course. We'll be right there. Let's go, Nick. Go? Go where? They had the Steel Samurai down in detention. So what? So I've decided this will be our first case. What? Hello. What's wrong, Maya? It's him, in the flesh. Is that guy really him? What do you mean, that guy? Of course it's him. Will Powers, our client, that's him. Maybe I shouldn't be saying this, but he's definitely did it. Murder, at least once, maybe twice. Whoa! What are you saying? Yes? Something wrong? No. This is getting off to a great start. I know. You're disappointed, aren't you? Disappointed? Oh, no. No, it's okay. This is the real me. When I got the part of the Steel Samurai with the mask, I decided I would never show my face in public until the job was over. It's the kids, you know. I didn't want to wreck their dreams. Oh. I guess it didn't matter. So much for dreams. I wonder what they think of the Steel Samurai now. Damn. Nick. What? He's a good guy. I mean, he's good. Just a second ago you were accusing him of murder. Now you're saying he's good. Yeah. He didn't do it. Alright, let's talk to him. Maybe you could start by telling us what happened. Yes, of course. It seems like it was only yesterday, actually. It was only yesterday. The cast had come down to Global Studios for a run-through. We went through a few action sequences at 10 in the morning. There was a rehearsal scheduled for 5 in the afternoon. But when 5 came around and the staff gathered at the studio, the evil magistrate was found lying in a crumpled heap near the set. Oh shit. I took off his mask and discovered that it was Jack Hammer, dead. He had been expertly skewered with the samurai spear. The samurai spear? Yes, it's a long spear that the Steel Samurai uses as a weapon. Maybe you could explain to me just what the Steel Samurai is? Nick! How can you say such a thing? I'm sorry, sir. I apologize for my partner. He's new to this and a bit out of touch with the world. Hey! Who's new to this? No, it's alright, really. Steel Samurai is the lead character in a popular kids show. He walks the streets of Neo Old Tokyo, fighting battle after battle against the evil magistrate and his minions. Of course, he never really defeats the evil magistrate, although I guess he did defeat him this time. Oh, I see. Neo Old Tokyo. Who comes up with these names? Now, where were you on the day of the murder? Well, that morning I came to the studios at 9. We worked through some action scenes until noon. Rehearsal was to begin at 5, but I was a little tired. So after lunch, I took a nap in my dressing room. When I woke up, it was after 5. I was late for the rehearsal. I hurried to the studio and found everyone looking shocked. They arrested me on the spot and brought me here. So he was sleeping the entire afternoon of the murder? Some action hero. What will the kids think? I think I should probably check out the scene of the murder. Right, Global Studios. I'll draw you a map. Wow, Nick, let's go! I'm willing to bet $10 she asked for autographs. Maya is such a fangirl. Here we are, Global Studios. Wow, so this is where they make the Steel Samurai show. Awesome! Aren't you excited? Hey, you there! You want in? You gotta go through me! Sorry. We're, lawyers. Oh, yeah? Well, that's great. I'm security. And it's my job to make sure that gawkers like you stay out. Gawkers? Gawkers, sightseers, tourists. I know the type. You heard about the incident and came to snoop around. Youth today, something horrible happens and all you can do is wasting your time. Oh, Jesus Christ, she's speaking so much. Yes, like it. Jesus Christ, she's speaking so fast. Oh my God. Nick, will I grow up to be like her? Please say no. Oh my God. Holy shit. I don't know, it's possible. Hey! Listen when you're being spoken to, youths today. These goddamn kids. So, what do you do here at the studios? At Global Studios, we make children's dreams come true. In fact, in my younger days... No, you were a star? Only a little twinkle between the stars here, I'm afraid, dearie. Wow. This place has really gone downhill, you know. But 10 years ago, now that was a studio of dreams. Hammer was a big star back then, too. He was... Hammer? The victim, dummy. The evil magistrate. He's been reduced to playing villains now. Not exactly the best material to work with. Can you tell me about Mr. Will Powers? He's not a bad kid, but don't be fooled by his mask. You wouldn't want him on the silver screen without it, believe me. Hello, ladies watching would lose their lunch. That's probably why he thought that the Steel Samurai was his big chance. No one thought he was capable of doing what he did to poor Jack Hammer. We don't know for certain that Will Powers is guilty. Powers? Of course he's guilty. How do I know? I know everything. That's my job. What kind of person was Jack Hammer? What kind of person? Oh, if you only knew. Jack Hammer will live in many hearts as the ultimate action hero. He was simply dashing in the Dynamite Samurai series. Should I have heard that? But there was an accident during filming 5 years ago. He got an unlucky break after that. Reduced to playing the villain on a children's program. What's more, I heard they were paying him peanuts. It's enough to make you cry. Why are you so certain that Mr. Powers is the killer? I was standing right here yesterday, I was. I was here from 1 in the afternoon to 5 when they found the body. And the studio where the murder took place is to the left here. So if you wanted to go to the studio, you had to pass by me. Only one person went by here between 1 and 2:30 when the murder took place. And that person was Mr. Powers? Yes, I saw him. But Mr. Powers says he was sleeping in his dressing room. Oh, I'm sure he would say that. He's no fool. But he was the only one that walked by. He's the killer. You can bet your biscuits on it. Isn't it about time you to be heading home? There's nothing to see here. Move along. Actually, we're here at Mr. Powers' request. I thought you were suspicious looking. Show me a letter of request. And maybe I'll just let you in. This lady here thinks she owns this place, obviously. Hello, how's the studio? They all think I did it, don't they? No, not at all. Isn't that right, Nick? Right? Not at all. At worst, you're a suspect. Man, I feel bad for him. Mr. Powers, you aren't hiding anything from me, are you? What? No, I'd never do that. Earlier you said that you were sleeping in your dressing room after lunch. Yes, like a baby. But the security lady says she saw you that day. She says she saw you heading towards the scene of the crime. What? That's not possible. I really don't know what to say. I was sleeping, I promise. If you want me to help you, you have to tell me the truth. I'm new to this lawyer business, and I need every advantage I can get. I know, I'm sorry. But I swear to you, on my mama's grave, I was sleeping. Maybe the security lady only thought she saw me. What did she see? Doesn't seem to be lying. About the security guard at the main gate to the studio. Oh, the security lady? She's terrible! She called me suspicious looking! Yes, actually, she said the same thing to me before. Take out that mask were her words, I believe. She's sucks up to all the bigwigs at the studio. But let her see you stumble once and she'll never let up on you. She's got some nerve. Do you think you could write a letter formally requesting my representation? Of course. There we go. I just hope this will get me past that security lady. Here, I got this. Ma'am, have a look at this. It's a letter of request from Mr. Powers.
Yes, I recognize a bald, childish scroll. To think you would entrust this fate to use of such unreliable appearance. Really?
Really?
Anyways, you may pass. But only left from here towards the studios. No going to the right, that's the employee area. No one allowed inside, pal.
Where are my instructions?
The good detective told me himself.
Hey, Nick! Huh? There were maps in the security guard station. Hey, not bad.
Those are 50 cents apiece, thank you.
Well, time to go, Nick.
50 cents!
Hey. Aren't you that murderer from the other day? It's that confused detective. Hey, pal, you know Prosecutor Edgeworth is all upset and it's your fault. I saw him sipping tea and staring gloomily out the window. So? Hey! If he's depressed, it's all your fault for doing sloppy detective work. Damn, Maya. Detective? I think you hurt his feelings. Oh no. I'm sorry. Well, I think his feelings are easily hurt. You're right, pal. It's all my fault. I can blame other people all I want, but I know the truth in my heart. Hey, don't take it so hard. There's always the next case. Yeah, I suppose you're right. Hey, what exactly are you two doing here? Well, we're on this case too, pal. Huh? Hey, you can't just go around saying pal like that! That's my endearing character trait! I'd say he's a character, alright. So how's your investigation going, detective? Well, it's... I can't tell you that, pal. Nick, maybe you need to be a little more indirect with your questions. Right, so, detective, mind if I take a look at what you got? What I got? The autopsy report, the latest version, if you please. Right. Sorry about what happened last time, pal. 2:30 p.m. Pierced through the chest by a speeder. Why was Mr. Powers arrested? Simple, pal. The murder took place right over there in Studio 1. Now, the victim entered Studio 1 at approximately 1 p.m. At that time, there was no one other than the victim in the studio. According to the autopsy report, the time of death was 2:30 p.m. Only one person went to the studio between 1 and 2:30. And that person was none other than Will Powers. No one else, pal. If you think I'm lying, ask the security lady at the main gate. Nick, if that's true, anyone would think that Powers did it with that kind of evidence. Thanks for cheering me up. About the security lady. Oh, that sweet old lady? What a charmer. Huh? Are we talking about the same person? Sorry, wrong voice. When I showed her my badge, she gave me a donut and some coffee. Remember what Powers said? She's a sucker for authority. She even gave me a piece of valuable evidence. What? What kind of evidence? Well, that, photo. The photo of the Steel Samurai heading towards the scene of the crime. What? Who took that? See the camera up on the gate, pal. The gate? You mean the one with the welcome sign? Yeah, whenever someone walks by, that camera automatically snaps a photo of them. Oh no! Nick, he has evidence. We're finished. Funny, for someone who've had hard proof, he doesn't look too happy. What's wrong, pal? You sit down. Don't look so happy when you say that. Oh. I'd like to ask the employees here some questions. Sure thing, pal. Go wherever you like. Of course, you're not going to find any clues I haven't already found. I'm glad someone around here seems to be enjoying themselves. Nick, let's go. We've got a free pass to this place. Now's our chance to check things out. Nick, look! That security lady is in the guard station stuffing her face with donuts. I guess all cops like their donuts. Yeah, and they're soft enough she doesn't need the teeth to chew them.
Hey, you! Well, are you satisfied Powers is guilty yet?
She had to make my life harder by giving that photo to Detective Gumshoe. Why didn't you tell us about the security photo, ma'am?
Oh, that. I just found it would be more thrilling to talk with the detective himself. These things are important, you know. Oh, just to the left from the... Here is the gate with the camera that took that photo. It's my job to take the photos every day, you see. This guard station is in a central position. No matter where you go here, you pass by my station first. Now, Paul Hammer, he went to the studio just before 1. The murder happened right around 2:30, see? The only one I've seen go through here between 1 and 2:30 was Powers himself. The security camera got a good look at him, too. If he's not the one what did it, I don't know who is.
Maybe it was you?
Good one, Sonny.
She thinks I was joking. No, I actually think you might have done it. Was the victim, Mr. Hammer, a popular actor?
Oh, he was the biggest star in the studio.
Was? Past tense? Oh yes, he was great as the bearded samurai.
That too, yes. He shone the brightest back in the day. Making a star like him play the evil magistrate, it's a disgrace, I tell you. Hammer took it pretty hard, and who can blame him?
About the security camera.
Oh yes, the camera?
It's automatic. It can tell when someone walks through that gate, see? Then it snaps a photo. Apparently it records the time when it takes a picture too. But I don't bother myself with those details. I just view all the photos on the computer over in the security guard station. I check them every day before going home, I do. Oh, we go to the employee area. Nick, this is where they do all the behind-the-scenes stuff. Hey, look, there's Powers' dressing room. No one here this soon after the murder, I guess. Let's take a look around. The remains of yesterday's lunch are scattered around. Everyone is probably too shocked to clean it up. There's a T-bone on one of the plates, minus the steak. The T-bone steak. I would have hit the spot. You just had a burger. Yeah, but I have a second stomach just for steaks. What? The metal grate on the drain here has been taken off. That's a pretty big drain. A kid could fit through there, I bet. Yeah, if you snuck in that way, you wouldn't have to pay at the gate. Well, if you want to leave that way, be my guest. Right. Huh?
Hey, I'm not a kid!
Powers' dressing room. So this is where he was sleeping. Or at least, this is where he claims he was sleeping. No one actually saw him taking a nap here, did they? Right, and there's a picture of him near the crime scene. I hope he's telling the truth for her sake. Some tea and cookies. Nick, I'm hungry. You just had a burger! Yeah, but I have a separate stomach for sweets. How many stomachs does this girl have? Why are you always hungry, Maya? This must be Powers' bag. Hey, don't open that! Look, an employee card key. That must be Powers. It says Studio 1. Let's take it, Nick. Borrow it. You mean borrow? The entrance to Studio 1. This is the contract on his body. Let's go in and check it out, Nick. This card key was borrowed from the dressing room at one. It opened! Alright, we're in. She's way too happy for someone visiting a crime scene. What What is it? You're real quiet all of a sudden. Doesn't it give you the shivers, Nick? That white tape, so real. Well, the evil magistrate did die here. And the steel samurai killed him. The murder weapon was the samurai spear. Sounds pretty real to me. Wow, look at that camera. That must cost a ton. Yeah, so don't touch it. Well, it's heavier than I thought. Hey, you! No touching that! I'm sorry. My partner is kind of, you know. You know? I don't know. Who are you? Who, me? I'm an assistant here. I help with props and stuff, moving them around, ordering new ones, etc. We're lawyers representing Mr. Will Powers. Oh, you're WP's people? WP? Oh, Will Powers. WP. I get it. I don't envy you guys one bit. But do what you can for WP, okay? He never hurt a fly. He has to be innocent. Don't worry. Leave it to us. Can you tell me anything about the day of the murder? Yes. I was in the studio the whole day. I was the only assistant on staff that day, you see. Only one assistant? Yes, well, the studio isn't doing so well right now. And yesterday was only rehearsal for our action sequences. Oh, I see. In the morning, we went through the action sequences in the employee area. WP and Hammer were there, along with everyone else. The employee area? That's where Powers' dressing room is, right? Yes, that's the place. After eating lunch there, Mr. Hammer went to Studio 1. Then I saw WP go into his dressing room. But I didn't see either of them after that. Did you know that Mr. Powers was sleeping in his room? No, I wouldn't go in there unless I had some urgent message for him. I mean, it's his private... What kind of a girl do you think I am? What kind? No, I'm sure you're a fine girl. I'm sorry. So much for getting confirmation about Powers' alibi. What do we do, Nick? We haven't found anything. The WP was the only one who came to the studio, and he has to be the killer. They even have a photograph. Sorry, I know you're busy. Not really. Actually, there's been something bothering me. Aha! That's what I'm talking about. A clue, a lead. Well, I don't know about that, but that day, just after noon, I sensed someone was here. You sensed? Yes, several times. Some other studio employees, maybe? No, I don't think so. The only thing we had scheduled was an action scene run-through. I was the only assistant here that day. I have a feeling it was someone from outside. Really? But wait, if someone had come in here, wouldn't that security lady have noticed them? Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry, I don't have any better information than that. No, thanks. That helps us a lot. Anything helps. Let's go put that security lady on the spot. So you sense that someone other than the regular film crew was in the studio? Yes, I think. I think doesn't cut it in a witness's testimony. Nick, what about the security lady? If someone else came into the studio, she must have seen them. Oh, there she is again.
What? You're still here? Really? You look as though you've seen a ghost. What? I saw that suspicious look on your face.
I wanted to ask you again about yesterday. You came here at 1 p.m., correct? And the estimated time of Hammer's death was 2:30. Are you sure that Powers was the only one to go through here between those times?
Sure as can be.
But we have a witness who thinks there was someone from outside here that day.
What?
Are you absolutely sure you were here watching the whole time? Ma'am?
Who was it? Who told you that? Who dares question me? Alright, you better tell me, and tell me quick, you spiky-haired curtain. Someone's been complaining about the work I do, eh?
You were just talking to the assistant in Studio 1.
Her? She's not even a full-time employee! Oh, you youngins are like that nowadays, right?
Oh my god, she's talking too much again. Oh my god! She left. Oh my god, she left! Well, Nick, this is our chance to do what we can do without her looking over our shoulders. Oh my god! That... Oh, Jesus. The computer that runs the series of security cameras. Nick, maybe we can see that photo of Powers with this computer. Yeah, maybe. Should I try the computer? Yeah, let's try it. Okay, let's give it a try. You know how to work these things, Nick? Looks like I just have to enter a few numbers. Let's see, first I need the date of the murder. Looks like the camera turned on at 1 p.m. that day. 1? That was when the security lady arrived at the guard station. Please enter the number of the security camera. Hey! It printed out the data for that day. Let's see what we got. Huh? How is this a picture of Will Powers? Well, he is the one who always wears that suit. I guess that's why the security lady thought it was him. I don't imagine the detective was very happy with this photo as evidence. Something printed out in the back. Huh? October 15th, 2 p.m., photo number 2. What does that mean? Maybe there's more photo data from that day. Nope, that's the only one in the computer. Hey, Nick! Can't we use this photo as evidence for the trial? Yeah. We'll put that security lady in her place with this. Right, we'll put her in her place. Hey, that's what I said. Anyway, let's show her this photo and see what she says. Wait, let's not... Why not? It's never a good idea to reveal your hand to the enemy too soon. Nick, you're craftier than I gave you credit for. Why, you could be the next evil magistrate. Hey, why do I have to be the villain? Relax, it was just a joke. So are we done for today? Looks like it. I think this photo is what we needed for the trial. Still, it better be if we had some idea who the real killer was. Maybe it really is the security lady. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please. The prosecution will show the court that at 2:30 p.m. on October 15th, the defendant, Mr. Will Powers, killed fellow actor Jack Hammer in Studio 1 of Global Studios. It is impossible for anyone else to have committed this heinous crime. The evidence presented during the trial will all point to this fact. I see. Very well, I would like to move on to some testimony. Mr. Edgeworth, the prosecution may call its first witness. Very well, I call a most familiar face, Detective Gumshoe, to the stand. Yeah, he's back on the stand now. Detective, if you would briefly describe this case to the court. Yes, sir. I'll explain with the guide map here. To understand this case, it is important to grasp the layout of the studio, see? This here is the employee area. The actors did a run-through of their action scenes during the morning here. This is the main gate to the studios. The security lady that works at the studios was here at 1 p.m. on that day. Past the security station, there is a gate, see? Past that are the studios. And here it is, Studio 1. This is the scene of the murder where the body was found. Now, on the day of the murder, October 15, there were only 3 people here. The victim, Jack Hammer, the defendant, Will Powers, and a young woman, the production assistant. All the production staff were in the employee area until noon. Then after lunch, the victim, Jack Hammer, went to Studio 1. Right after that, at 1 p.m., the security lady got to the guard station. Now jump ahead till later that day, 5 p.m. The production staff came to Studio 1 to perform a rehearsal. Needless to say, the rehearsal was cancelled. The time of death was 2:30 p.m. The samurai spear found lodged in the victim's chest was the murder weapon. That's the case in brief. Anyone like to hear that again? Should I listen to that holding again? Nah, I think I got the gist of it. I think I could probably remember that. So the murder weapon was a spear? How medieval. Alright, the samurai spear is added. Your Honor, this case is quite simple if you ask one question. And that question is, what did the security lady at the guard station see? Understood. Let's call the security lady officer to the stand. Alright, here we go. Will the witness declare her name?
My, aren't you a handsome fellow? I'm afraid I'm a bit flustered.
Your name, please.
Oh, dearie, no need to be embarrassed. Just call me Grandma.
Your name, please! Seems Edward has a bit of trouble getting his witnesses to say their names.
Wendy Oldbag, dearie. We're just coming to
Oh my god, she's speaking the boss again.
Sorry, I don't believe it, but there is this boy at the junction again. Hi, you're man. It's kind of
Objection! I object to the witness's talkativeness. Objection sustained. Even the judge is like, oh my god, she speaks so much. The witness will refrain from rambling on the stand.
I was just getting there to get pot, dearie.
Perhaps we can get to the testimony. No, the witness was stationed at the main gate on the day of the murder, correct?
Just say I was.
And to get to the scene of the murder, someone would have to pass by you.
You know your stuff, dearie.
You may begin your testimony. She sure is one hell. Oh my god, Phoenix. Alright, here we go.
On the day of the murder, I arrived at the guard station at 1 p.m. Poor old Hammer and the rest have been doing a run-through there since the morning. I had some errands to run that morning. Anyway, it was 1 when I got to the guard station. I was at the main gate from then until 5. And the murder happened at 2:30 p.m., right? Interesting to me because a certain man walked right by me at 2 p.m. It was Powers, that man right there, and he was heading towards the studio.
Yeah, but we don't know if it's Powers. You saw the defendant, then? Very well. Let's begin the cross-examination. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. Alright, let's cross-examine. The murder arrived at the gas station at 1 p.m.
Hold it!
So up until that time, anyone who wanted to could go into that studio?
Well, there wasn't a security guard at that gate, no. But the main gate was locked, dearie. You need an employee card key to get in.
Right, the card key that I have. So what she's saying is no one who wasn't supposed to be there could get in. Was there anyone at the studios when you arrived at the guard station?
Carl Hammer and the rest have been doing a run-through there since the morning. Hold it!
Run-through?
They were working out a scene between the Steel Samurai and the Evil Magistrate. They got the basics figured out by noon and were to use the afternoon for practice. Rehearsal was supposed to start at 5. That's why poor old Hammer went to Studio 1 in the afternoon. So Powers was in his dressing room sleeping when he was supposed to be practicing. Talk about a laid-back hero.
If there was a run-through in the morning, why did you only get there after noon?
I had to do some errands to run that morning. Hold it!
What kind of errands?
Oh, well, you know.
Answer the question.
Actually, I was watching poor Hammer and Powers observing, you know.
Observing? Weren't you supposed to be at the guard station?
Whippersnapper! I told you I locked the gate, didn't I? I did my job!
I'm sure your boss would see it that way.
Anyway, I always watch Hammer's run-throughs, always. Never missed one in all my years.
Wow, I want to see a Steel Samurai run through too. You can quit being a spirit medium and take up guard duty. Not a bad idea.
Anyway, which one when I got to the guard station? Hold it!
Did you see the victim then?
Did I see Harold Hammer? Nope. He'd already gone to the studio before I got back to the guard station.
Tell us what happened next.
I was at the main gate from 10 until 5.
So you were watching the whole time, no breaks, not even a second.
Of course! I am a professional, you know? Or are you criticizing how I do my job, whippersnapper?
No, it's just after seeing you eat those donuts at the guard station yesterday.
I can watch the tape and eat donuts at the same time! Snapper whapper!
Snipple whapper? Oh, Windbag is losing it, Nick. Why don't you raise an objection? So a witness was on duty through the afternoon the whole time. Very well. What did you see?
Now, the murder happened at 2:30 p.m., right?
How did you know that?
Oh, I have my ways. That overdressed young detective told me. I fed him some donuts and he talked and talked. If you ask me, that detective isn't cut out for his job.
Poor Detective Gumshoe, getting ratted out by a security guard.
Interesting to me because a certain man walked right by me at 2 p.m.
2? You sure?
Sure as spit.
Well, who was the man?
Really, you should not try to get excited at your age. You might strain something.
Bitch, I'm the same age as you!
Now, don't get your skivvies all in a bunch. I'll tell you who it was. It was Powers, the man right there, and he was heading towards the studio.
Yeah, but we don't necessarily know if it is Powers.
Objection!
Let me get this straight, Miss Oldbag. You've been saying since yesterday that you saw Mr. Powers, correct? But you're talking about the man in this photo, aren't you?
Just a moment, Mr. Wright. Let me see that photo. What is this exactly?
None other than the Steel Samurai, defender of Neo Tokyo. Miss Oldbag, is this the Mr. Powers that you saw?
Of course! Didn't your mama teach you any sense, Sonny? Anyone can plainly see that's Powers, right?
No, they can't!
See, even Edgeworth is like, no one can see that that's Powers.
Well, I mean, I wonder.
Sure, Mr. Powers does play the role of the Steel Samurai. But that doesn't mean Mr. Powers is the Steel Samurai.
I know that! I wasn't born yesterday!
No one in this court is accusing you of that, witness.
I'm having trouble calling her Oldbag, apparently.
However, you do not have proof that the person in this photo is Mr. Will Powers, do you?
Nosy old man. Of course I have proof.
What? Huh? Even Edgeworth is surprised. This is new.
The prosecution would like to ask the witness, please make known all information in your possession ahead of time.
How did you know everyone would be so nosy? You should be ashamed, all of you. Anyway, I showed that photo to the young detective. He told me this isn't any good as evidence, pal. He didn't even give it a second look!
Dude. Wow, old Windbag has left even Edgeworth speechless. She's good. I bet Edgeworth is just in his desk right now being Gumshoe!
Let's hear about it. Let's hear about your proof, then.
Alright.
I never said anything I don't mean, mind you. I'm monitoring the run from the action scene. I saw Powers trip and fall. He broke one of the props. It was a big mess. Apparently, he sprained his ankle pretty bad. Now look at that picture. You can see he's dragging his leg, see? Clear as day. That's how I knew it was Powers. Happy?
No.
So he had sprained his ankle. Very well. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness.
She's got to be hiding something. I'll press her until she squeals. Okay. Don't say anything, I don't mean monger.
Whippersnapper!
Hey, I haven't even said anything yet.
I'll have you know I'm not pointing fingers at anyone behind their backs. Everything I said is on the straight and narrow. The up and up. And today I always want you to sit over.
No. Mr. Wright, please, for all our sakes, try not to upset the witness. She will fucking rebel on again.
I think Edgeworth has met his match. That morning during the run-through of the action scene. Who was present at the run-through?
Well, let's see. There was Powers, he's the Steel Samurai, and Paul Hammer, the evil magistrate, and me.
And what exactly were you doing?
Observing, just observing.
What about the assistant?
Oh, she was off moving backdrops around and such.
So she didn't see the run-through then.
I saw Powers trip and fall. Hold it!
Trip and fall?
Yes, and to think he's supposed to be the Steel Samurai. What a laugh! So Powers sprained his ankle. I helped make it better for him, of course.
You helped make it better?
I just did where it hurt.
Let's just skip over that part, shall we?
Where was the assistant then?
Oh, her? She was cleaning up backdrops, I think. She didn't know about Powers' ankle.
You may continue your testimony.
He broke one of the props. It was a big mess. Hold it!
He broke a prop?
Sure did. His old samurai spear.
His samurai spear? The murder weapon?
Luckily, I was there with my duct tape to fix it.
This strikes me as a significant detail. I better write this down in the court record.
Apparently, he sprained his ankle pretty bad. Hold it!
How bad? Was Mr. Powers' ankle badly sprained?
Not so bad he couldn't walk around. He went to his dressing room to rest up after lunch.
Thus the nap.
Anyway, I saw him dragging his foot when he walked.
Dragging his foot? Okay.
I think we've heard enough. Haven't we, Your Honor?
Well, there's one thing that bothers me. Which is?
Where is this Steel Samurai costume now? Actually, well, we couldn't find it. We're looking, though. Anyway, that's not important. The witness did see the Steel Samurai, yes? And it is clear that the person in the Steel Samurai suit was Mr. Will Powers.
I suppose that's right. Are you sure, Your Honor? Let's object this. Hold it right there! We kept talking possibilities, but we have to agree that this photo shows the Steel Samurai. Nowhere in this photo can we see Mr. Will Powers.
The defense has a point. I also wonder if someone else not caught on camera could have killed Mr. Hammer. We have to consider that possibility also. Then allow me to remove the doubt from your mind, Your Honor. Will the witness continue her testimony, please?
I need to ask twice.
Oh, jeez.
The time of poor Hammer's death was 2:30 p.m., true? The only person I saw go to the studio before then was Will Powers. No one else went there. If they had, I would have seen them.
So if no one else went to the studio, then it would have to be the Steel Samurai who did it. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness.
I saw go to the studios before then was Will Powers. Hold it!
Are you absolutely sure?
Oh, quite, Sonny. Nobody suspicious looking passed by at all.
Nobody suspicious looking. Right.
No one else went there.
Objection! Hold on. Look at this photograph one more time. This photo was taken by the camera at the gate for the studios, correct?
Yes, sir, Sonny.
So whenever anyone passes by here, it automatically takes a picture.
And here I thought you didn't know your head from a hole in the ground.
Right. Anyway. It's also true that the computer in the guard station records all security cam data.
Oh, you know, if you wanted to work the studio, we might have an opening.
That very computer printed out this photo. Note that on the back of the photo are printed the words October 15th, 2 p.m., photo number 2.
Even I know that it means it was taken at 2 p.m. on October the 15th. Really, Sonny?
Actually, I knew that too. The issue here is the bit at the end where it says photo number 2.
Photo number 2?
The computer only held data for one photo on that day. Don't you think that it's odd? Shouldn't this be photo number 1 if it were the only photo?
Order. Please tell the court what you mean by this, Mr. Wright.
Actually, that's what I wanted to ask the witness. This evidence showed that not 1, but 2 people went to the studios that day. Yet there's only data for one of the photos. Who could have erased the data for the other photo? Only someone with access! The security lady herself!
You know what you meant, whippersnapper? The only person I saw that day was Wild Palace.
But the camera on the gate fired twice. That means 2 people went by.
Well, yes, that's what it would seem to me.
Can the witness explain this to the court?
I don't understand these newfangled computer things. Itchy boy, help!
Believe me, I want to, but I don't know what this means either.
God, even he's like, fuck this, I'm out.
Somehow you are. You're a whippersnapper too. Whippersnapper?
Something the matter, Miss Oldberg?
That's right. I just remembered something.
Let me guess. Someone else passed by the gate, someone other than the Steel Samurai.
Well, yes, I suppose you could put it that way.
I see.
Even the judge is like tired of this shit.
For testimony, please.
Every day after I finish my guard duties, I have one important... Every day after I finish my guard duties, I have one other important job to do. I go over the photos recorded on the security computer and check them. I throw out any photos that aren't suspicious looking, you see. Come to think of it, now I remember throwing out one photo that day.
Oh, why would she do that?
Miss Oldberg, this is the first I've heard of this.
Well, of course, Sonny. I thought I just remembered it.
Right, anyway, Mr. Wright, please begin the cross-examination.
Look at Maya's face. She's like sick of this too.
Say this was a turn for the unexpected, but I kind of expected this.
Every day after I finish my guard duties, I have one important other job to do.
Hold it!
Another job?
That's right. I check in all the people that passed by the main gate that day. I look closely at every one of the photos the security camera takes.
Back up all of the security camera data.
Well, they kept telling me to, oh yes. But those computers are just so frustrating. I throw out any photos that are suspicious looking, you see.
Hold it!
How exactly do you determine what isn't suspicious looking?
Oh, you can't tell by looking at their faces for the most part.
For the most part? This is a murder trial, Miss Oldbag.
Oh, I didn't touch that suspicious looking Will Powers photo, did I?
I think she's missing the point.
Come to think of it now, I remember throwing out one photo that day.
Hold it!
Well, who in the heck was in that photo you erased?
A fanboy.
The fanboy?
Steel Samurai fanboys. Real freaks, if you ask me. They get information about the rehearsal from gosh knows where. They're always hanging about. One was there that day.
Objection!
Well, wait a second. Didn't you just say no one else could get in? I locked the main gate so no one could get in. Those were your words.
Well, if you must know, there's a drain that goes into the employee area.
Oh yeah, that's right.
The grate has been loose for a while. It leads outside, and well, that's why they come in.
They come in through the drain?
I told you they were freaks. Oh,
And
they're kids, children, whippersnappers.
kids? So, on the photo that you erased,
It was a boy, probably second or third grade.
what?
Order! Let me get this straight. You saw two people pass by the gate on their way to the studios that day. One was a steel samurai dragging his leg. The other was a boy who looked to be in about second or third grade.
Oh yes, well we see his type there every day. Can't stop him, can't catch him.
A boy in second or third grade? I assume it would be hard, if not impossible, for a young boy to wield a samurai spear. Impossible, I think. It's quite heavy.
Right, as I said, I didn't pay him much mind. That's why I erased the data.
Nick, what's going on? I mean, the boy was dead. That makes him a suspect. Yeah, and they're already trying to unsuspect him.
This court will take a 5-minute recess. I want the defense and the prosecution to consider this new information. And no forgetting vital information this time.
Mr. Powers?
Yes?
Tell me straight. Were you really in your dressing room? You didn't go to the studio?
I didn't go to the studio. I was sleeping, honest.
So who was the Steel Samurai in that security photo?
How should I know? The steel samurai costume was off in the corner of the dressing room. Anyone could have walked in and taken it, really.
What? You should take better care of that stuff.
I couldn't imagine anyone who wanted to steal a steel samurai costume. So, where does this leave me?
It doesn't look good. You're the only likely suspect right now. Nick! What are we gonna do? First we play for more time. We'll start targeting someone else that could conceivably have done this. Right. And it'll take them so long to shoot us down that we can get another day. Right. But if we pick the wrong person, we might lose on the spot.
You don't seem very optimistic.
I'm not optimistic at all, actually. Hey, Nick, it's time. Okay, let's go.
What does that mean? Please don't sigh like that. Court will now reconvene for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. Mr. Edgeworth, will you present the prosecution's thoughts on this matter? The prosecution's thoughts are simple. Nothing has changed. The other person who went to the studios was a boy of roughly 10 years of age. The photo we do have may not be hard evidence, but there is still no one else that could have committed this crime. I call for a verdict of guilty for the defendant, Mr. Will Powers. Very well. Mr. Wright, your thoughts?
The defense disagrees with the prosecution's claim. There is another person who could have committed this crime.
Order. Interesting. Let us hear who you have in mind, however. Be aware that this court does not look kindly on accusing the innocent. If you accuse someone who is obviously innocent, you will be penalized.
Right, great. As if stakes weren't high enough.
So who was this person other than Mr. Powers that could have committed murder?
I don't think it could be the assistant. The grade school boy is very unlikely. I think it could be the security lady. It was the security lady! Wendy Oldbag!
Huh?
The Steel Samurai is dragging his leg in this picture. That means whoever was in the suit knew about the morning's injury. Maybe because they had been watching the action scene run through. There was only one person other than Powers and Hammer who knew about the injury. The security lady, Oldbag!
What? Whippersnapper!
Order. Is this true, Miss Oldbag?
Oldbag? That's Miss Oldbag to you!
Miss Oldbag was standing guard alone at the main gate. She was by herself. In other words, she has no alibi. She could have briefly left her post to steal the Steel Samurai costume. Then slipped into Studio 1, the scene of the murder.
Why would she go for the trouble of wearing the Steel Samurai costume?
Simple, Your Honor. She knew the camera at the gate would take her picture. If she was in his costume, she could point the finger at Mr. Powers.
I see. Excellent detective reasoning, Mr. Wright.
Oh yeah, right here. Sherlock Holmes 2, baby. That's odd. Isn't this the part where Edgeworth pounces? Doesn't he usually jump up with an objection and some damning evidence?
Well, Mr. Edgeworth, does the prosecution have an opinion on this matter? The prosecution has no meaningful objections at this time.
What? What's that supposed to mean? Oh, so you all think I did it? Is that it? Edgy boy, don't just sit there, do something.
That's my move. Maybe it's now my chance to take this whole way. The very same reasoning that makes Mr. Powers a suspect in this case can be used to cast doubt on Miss Allbag's actions on that day.
But why would I do something so horrible to poor Emma?
You forget that Mr. Powers lacks a clear motive too.
Indeed.
That did it. Now Windbag is one of the suspects. No hard feelings, I hope.
Wait just a minute! What about the other person who went to the studio? The boy! The one whose photo I erased!
He's only a grade schooler though, as you said. 2nd or 3rd grade, was it?
That doesn't matter. When I was that age, I could pin my old man in 10 seconds tops.
Your thoughts, Mr. Wright?
That boy is not the killer.
What? How can you be so sure? Or is it be nice to the kids and meet your Elder's Day, whippersnapper?
I have proof.
Proof?
Indeed. Then let's see this proof, Mr. Wright. You have proof that shows the boy could not have committed this murder.
The card key.
Take that!
The scene of the murder, as we all know, was Studio 1. However, you need a card key to enter Studio 1. How can a boy with no formal relations to the studios have a card key?
I see. Well, would the witness care to comment on this?
The Windbag. Speechless. This has got to be a first.
Very well. This court will suspend proceedings on the current trial for today. Mr. Edgeworth, please find out more about your witness, Miss Wendy... what was her name? Something Allbag, Your Honor. Then the prosecution will look further into this Allbag before we continued. That is all. This court is adjourned.
Okay, so we're good.
Oh, wait a second!
Oh shit.
I'm not just gonna sit here while you run up barking after on-train me! I'm talking.
Oh god.
Even Maya's like, oh great. Stop the presses. The Windbag wants to talk. Miss Allbag, what is this all about? Have you omitted something from your testimony?
Actually, if you must know, it's something I was told not to talk about.
Not to talk about?
By whom?
Huh? You mean it wasn't Edgeworth who told her not to talk?
Well, testify!
Global Studios wanted me to keep quiet about something. They were some other people at the studios on the day of the murder. They said they had nothing to do with it, see? And they told me to just pretend I hadn't been at the studios that day. But if you're going to go accusing me, I'm not letting them get away scot-free!
Miss Allbag, this is crucial information. Why did you keep this from the court until now?
Ain't you been listening? They told me to shut my trap, and I always do what I'm told.
No, this isn't a bad dream, Your Honor. Witness the power of the old bag.
Mr. Wright, your cross-examination.
Hold it!
So you were told not to talk?
That's right, by the studio and the TV bigwigs, no bless.
Why didn't I hear about this?
Don't be too hard on yourself, Sonny. We were all in on it. There were some other people at the studios on the day of the murder.
Hold it!
Who were these people?
Well, the director and the producer for starters.
The director?
We should have known something was fishy. How could they have done the run-through of their action scene without a director? Of course!
Yes, well, I was surprised no one asked about it.
So where were these people?
The director was in the employee area all morning for the run-through. He joined the producer around lunchtime, and they had a meeting after that.
Where?
Oh, in the Studio 2 trailer.
Studio 2? There was a Studio 2?
Well, if you look at the guide map, here it is. You go for the gate and all the way to the left. The path where the monkey's head was fallen over.
Well, Mr. Wright, would you like to continue the cross-examination?
I think I've already asked all my questions, but yeah, sure, why not?
Your Honor, we have landed with others at the Global Studios in the day in question. The director and the producer and some bigwigs were all present. Yet, as we stand here, they have not been questioned. I hold that it is impossible to declare a verdict on the defendant, Mr. Powers. The court acknowledges the defense's point. Prosecution will gather more information about the witness, Miss Olberg, and more information about these other people we have just been told of. Oh my god! He's like, for fuck's sake! I understand, Your Honor. This ends today's proceedings in the trial of Mr. Will Powers. That is all. This court is actually adjourned this time. Thank you so much, Mr. Wright. I was right to ask you to defend me.
Really, it's nothing. Or should I? We'll be going down to the studios to do some more investigating. We have to find out more about this director and producer. They'll be turning up in the next trial as witnesses for certain. So now's my chance to get material for the cross-examination. So Nick, have we figured out just who it was in that steel samurai costume? Could it really have been all Windbag? What do you think, Mr. Powers?
I don't think it was her, really.
Neither do I, Nick. Yeah, I know. Look, I was just buying time back there. Someone had to be a bad guy for a bit to take the pressure off Mr. Powers. Oh, Windbag, I feel kind of sorry for her. Well, she wasn't winning any points in there with or without my accusation. Okay, let's get down to the studios. Right, we'll be back to visit you soon.
Thanks, guys.
Whew, what a day. There's no time for relaxing, Nick. See, you think WP's got a chance? I guess it really depends on the people we found out about in today's trial. The director and the producer. Yeah, them. Well, what are we doing here then? Let's get to the studios. No one's here. Right, now that they have Miss Allbag in custody, I guess they don't have anyone else to replace her. Hey, in the guard station, look, she left her donuts. What? I wasn't going to eat them. Hey, Nick. Looks like Detective Gumshoe is in here today. You're right. He's probably up to his neck in paperwork after the commotion at today's trial. So, Nick, remember that Studio 2 we've heard about at the trial today? It's down that path with the fallen tree, right? Yeah, I think that's what they said. Maybe the director and the rest of them are there today. Now's our chance, Nick. Let's check it out. Look, it's that assistant girl. Hey! Hi, WP's lawyers, right? I heard about the trial. Great job, guys. Oh? I mentioned it. Is it true they caught the security lady? Oh, actually, she just called me. She told me to cover up the drain. You mean that one? Oh, what a mess. I know. I'm not so good with handiwork. Some assistant, right? Yeah, but you do work on the props and the backdrops, right? Right. Just lots of times they end up looking worse than they did before I fixed them. Oh, well, I'm sure these things happen. Nothing to worry about yourself about. You're right, I won't. Personally, I think she should worry at least a little bit more. If you'll excuse me, I have to get to the guard station. I'm supposed to fill in for Miss Allbag. Right, see you later then. Good luck with your investigation. Oh, hello. Haha, you look like a little out of place. It's the clothes, isn't it? I thought my camo vest might do the trick. Kind of an alternative guard fashion thing. So let's talk. So how are the studios doing? There's police wandering around everywhere. It's terrible. They won't even let me clean up. Don't want me disturbing evidence. I haven't even cleaned up our lunch plates from that day of the murder. You mean those plates with the steak bones left over on them in the employee area? Yeah, can you believe it? Do kids sneak in here a lot? Well, I I don't think there's that many of them, but I do see one in particular a bunch. He's always gawking at the sets or snapping pictures. You should see old Windbag's eyes flash when he sees them. She has a bit of trouble catching him, though. I heard something at the trial today. They said that the director and producer were here the day of the murder. Oh, sorry. I was in the prop storage room, so I didn't see them. I guess they were here, though. The studio head seems eager to keep us quiet. So they were trying to protect the director. Or the producer, really. The producer's our real star here. He saved these studios from the brink of disaster and kept them running. I don't think we'd still be in business if it weren't for that producer. The producer, huh?
Oh, Mr. Wright, thank you for earlier.
Not at all. We got lucky, to tell the truth. You can say that again. That's not. So, WP, do you have any leads that might get us going in the right direction?
So sorry, but no.
Be sure to tell us anything that comes to mind, no matter how small. Can't rely on getting lucky again tomorrow.
Yes.
Do fanboys sneak into the studios often?
No, not that I know of. The security lady's pretty strict with them.
But in today's testimony, didn't she say they were often hanging around?
The kids really love to steal Samurai.
They sneak past when she's not looking, I guess. Was the director present at the morning's run for it?
Yes, he was. He was directing how to steal Samurai and the evil magic tricks removed.
Why didn't you tell us that before?
Well, just the studio asked us to keep quiet.
That has nothing to do with this. I hate to repeat myself, but Nick here is a newbie lawyer, fresh off the bar. When he loses, he's going to lose big.
I see.
Whose side is she on? You aren't hiding anything else from us, are you?
No, I sure hope not.
What the fuck? What the fuck? What you doing, Slim? What is that language? Uh-huh. Wait, you first? Who are you? You look pretty suspicious to me.
Whatever, lamers. How can you not know the great Salmonella?
I make the least. What the fuck is this one? I read the lead shoes, the Steel Samurai, mine. Read the film credits. Really? You're the Salmonella? I'm so sorry. You look so sorry. No, quite alright, really. It's fine, Ruffle. Did you notice anything unusual on the day of the murder? Well, I know who you dudes are. The security lady told you about us, eh?
That's right. It was a pretty regular day. We had a run for an action scene in the morning. Then a meeting from lunchtime in the Studio 2 trailer.
I was so busy I didn't even get a chance to eat lunch, sad face. A T-bone steak, was it?
Yeah, suckers. Sucksores. I hate missing out on food.
Nick, what does sucksores mean? No idea! Anyway, I was in a meeting from noon till after 4 with the producer and some bigwigs from the network. Mr. Hammer's time of death was estimated at 2:30 p.m. If he's telling the truth, that meeting gives him an alibi. About the producer who was at the meeting with you. Oh, you mean D. Vasquez? He's a genius. Mad skills all the way. Scary though. She brought these studios back from the brink of destruction. He's the one who made it possible for me to make the Steel Samurai. You had a meeting with her on the day of the murder, right? Yeah, we were together from noon to 4 p.m. the whole time. What exactly are these bigwig people keep mentioning? Oh, the boss over at the network and some sponsors. Also a few production guys. Called into a limousine and got here right around noon. Major tension. Were all of them with you the entire time? Yeah, unfortunately. They're all gray-haired geezers. Sounds like they'd all be reliable witnesses. Nick, what was that noise? Sounded like it came from inside the trailer. Someone must be inside. Hello? No answer. Pretty sure suspicious if you ask me, Nick. Let's go in. I'm not sure we should be barging in. Huh? It's locked. What? Don't we have a key? No, but there's probably one in the guard station at the main gate. And what are we waiting for? Let's borrow it. But don't let us.
Aha! You again? How rude, acting like you've seen a ghost.
Oh god, she's back again. You suddenly got back to your post quickly.
Oh, the police took me away, they did. They pulled out a spare steel samurai costume, told me to put it on. Can you imagine? How could I, a sweet little old lady, wear a giant suit like that?
Mr. Powers is pretty tall.
As soon as they saw there was no way I could wear it, they let me go.
I guess that would rule out her being the murderer.
Anyway, notice, whippersnapper, this old lady never forgets a slight or an insult. And you won't get any information out of me. My lips are sealed.
You sure are talking a lot for someone with sealed lips.
Starting now. 1, 2, 3.
This lady's too much. About that kid you said you saw.
I see him again. I'm taking him down.
Nick, look at her eyes. She's serious. About the director, the one who was here on the day of the murder.
I see him again. I'm taking him down.
Nick, I think she's losing it. Hey! Hey, wait! I bet he came in through that drain. Hey, I'm Kitty. What's your name, sport? I'm not a kid, so don't talk to me like that! But you are a kid. What a real little brat. That's no way to talk to an adult. I don't see no adults here, hippie fashion chick. Hippie fashion? Nick, I think I'm being mocked. God damn, it's Amaya. She's pretty sharp and pretty mad. I'm Cody Hackins. Call me Kitty again and I'll cut you down where you stand, evildoer! So you're a fan of the Steel Samurai? How dare you added that name, evildoer? What do you mean? We're on the Steel Samurai side. Ha 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 ha! You can't fool me! Okay, then what's the last line said by the innkeeper in episode 8? Haha, easy. Like some fries with that? Not bad, kiddo. Watch it. What are they doing? Say, you heard anything about the incident the other day? You were here, weren't you? Did you see anything? He always, the Steel Samurai always wins, always! Yeah, I saw him, I saw everything. What? But no way am I telling you losers. Wait, let me go! He's gone. Huh? Something fell off the table when he bumped into it in his way out. A bottle? Why was this sitting there, I wonder? Empty bottle found on the table and the label reads sleeping pills. Anyway, what was that kid saying? He saw everything. Huh? Where's that old windbag? I'll delete the post.
Hey!
Nick, that was her.
So stop, whippersnapper!
Yeah, sounds like she's chasing after that boy.
Natch!
Uh-oh, she tripped. I sure looks happy. Why is she happy that an old woman tripped? Alright, now's the time. Hey, Nick. Now's our chance. Let's check out that guard station. Good idea. Oh. This is it, Nick. The trailer key. The key to the trailer in Studio 2. We'll be borrowing this, right, Nick? Trailer key. There we go. It opened. Great. Let's go, Nick. She seems eager all of a sudden. Well, you first, Nick. Not that eager. Someone's in here. Names. Names? We're WP's lawyers, and, I see. And who might you? Dee Vasquez, the producer. Dee Vasquez? She's quite beautiful. I was wondering if you could tell me about the day of the murder. Miss Vasquez? Script. Excuse me? Script. I'm looking for a script. Script? The Steel Samurai, episode 13. I need it. Can we ask you a bit about the day of the murder? I need to read it. I'm getting nowhere fast. We really like to ask you about the Steel Samurai. Miss Vasquez? It's on TV every week. That's all I have to say about that. Nick, she's telling us to go to watch TV? The nerve of her. Hey, don't get mad at me. Not the director, Salmonella, was it? What exactly is his role here? Perhaps I didn't make myself clear. I'm looking for a script. I can't be bothered with anything else. Nick, are all people in the entertainment business this weird? Starting to look like it. Nick, let's get out of here. Isn't there someplace else we have to check? Yeah. Wait. Yes? If you see Manila, give him this. But why do we have to do your errands? I don't think I like her. Don't cry. She'll take it as a sign of weakness. Alright, we'll give it to him if we see him. I got this from the producer. Huh? Bring me the script for episode 13? Episode 13? Where did I put that one? I must have left it somewhere. Uh-oh. My ass is pound if I don't find it. Nick? It might be quicker to just look in all the places where he's likely to have been. I agree. Hey, look! That's the chair the director sits in. I always wanted to sit in one of these. Director? Maya, take a look around the chair for me, would you? Remember that script the director was talking about? Didn't he say he'd left it somewhere? Aha! Found it, Nick, the script. Good work. Here, we found it. Your script. You're not going to talk to us? Quiet. I'm reading. Just you hold on. What's the big idea? Who do you think you are anyway? And do you even know who we are? Oh, as lawyers? Right. Am I a suspect? No, it's just, well, no, but... You wanted to know about the day of the murder. Yes, anything you could tell us would be a big help. You know there was a meeting here at noon. Yes, with the director and the people from the network? Correct. Now listen closely. None of the people in this trailer that afternoon went to Studio 1. It was impossible for us to leave. Impossible? Why? The path was blocked. The path? On the day of the murder, the path that leads here was blocked? You saw Mr. Monkey on the way here, correct? Mr. Monkey? The monkey with the broken head. Oh, right, that. What an original name. Its head fell over in the wind on the day of the murder. They didn't start moving the head out of the way until after 3. It was after 4 by the time the path was unblocked. Capiche? Everyone in this trailer was stuck here until the path was cleared. Stuck in this trailer. Stuck until after 4. Hammer died at 2:30. Thus, none of us could have gone to Studio 1. What? It's true. The crane came just after 3 to move the head. He called some people in to clear the way. I'm sure they'd corroborate my story. But wait! What if the head fell over after 2:30? Then he could have gone to Studio 1. 2:30? The time of death? Very well. Come. That's Mr. Monkey. When it wasn't broken, it's announced the time in ooks. 1 ook per hour. Ook, ook, ook. Always with the ookie. It is a monkey, after all. Check its head. The clock inside stopped when it's broke. Nick, it stopped at 2:15. 2:15? That's right. This path was blocked from 2:15 till after 4. Therefore, we're innocent. Mr. Hammer died in Studio 1 at 2:30. See? Goodbye. Mr. Monkey's head blocked the path to the scene of the crime between 2:15 and 4 p.m. What do we do, Nick? There isn't anyone besides WP who could have killed Hammer. It's over. We're finished. Sure doesn't look good. Guess we should head back to the office and plan our strategy. Now what? We're fresh out of clues. Everyone's alibi is watertight. You don't even have any promising leads. Things are looking pretty grim. It's a little earlier for giving up, don't you think? Huh? You got one lead. But Mia? It's you! What took you so long? Sorry, Phoenix. Wright has trouble calling me unless she's really in trouble. Right. Oh, wait. I guess that means we're really in trouble. I'd say so. What did you mean we have one lead? The boy, of course. Yeah, I saw him. I saw everything. What? But no way am I telling you losers. I don't know. He didn't sound like he was going to help us at all. I'm sure you could find some way of bringing him over to your side. Either way, we should go back to the studios. That boy is our last hope, Phoenix. Thanks. Now I'm more worried than I was before. Oh, jeez. She's out of breath. What's wrong? Whippersnapper! She's been chasing that boy this whole time. When I catch him, Sounds like she hasn't had any luck catching him. I got a hostage now, whippersnapper. Hostage? What happened to the boy? If I see him again, I'll... lay upside. What a violent old lady. Actually, I met with the director just now. Eh? Huh? I don't feel so good. Is she okay? But before I go, I'd like to visit the place where poor Hammer died. Right, she was saying she wanted to visit the studio where he died. What's this about a hostage? When that boy was running away, he dropped this and ran. He'll come back for this one. Kind of hard to understand her with all that huffing and puffing. Phoenix, that hostage might be what we need. Cody might talk to us if we gave him that. Good idea. The soldier might have...
No! I'm catching that brat if it's the last thing I do.
Phoenix, do you have anything you might trade with her? A trade? I wonder. Hey! Hey, you! Wait a sec! Phoenix, was that the boy? Yeah, his name's Cody Hackins. I think he ran into the dressing room. Sure to be in here somewhere. Found you! Damn it! He's getting away! Come back. There, he's back. How did she... Hey there, would you mind helping us out? Please? I'm Cody. Hello, Cody. I'm Mia Fey. Nice to meet you. Yo! And I'm Phoenix Wright. Who asked? Wow, rude. Phoenix, you can take it from here. I'm not so sure I'm qualified. The Steel Samurai is so cool. I think he's the bomb. What would a labor like you know about the Steel Samurai? Hey, watch that attitude. Phoenix, you really shouldn't yell like that. He's only a kid. Yeah, don't yell like that. I'm only a kid. So, do you know anything about what happened here? Could you tell me, please? No, nothing. Looks like a little persuasion necessary. Maybe a bribe? Hey, that's a card. Studio 1? Right, a card key to Studio 1. I could visit poor Hammer. I'd like to visit. He died. Whew. I was his fan. You don't have your own card, Miss Oldbag? Studio 1 isn't my turf. Y'all let me borrow it then. If I give it a card key, then I won't be able to get into Studio 1. Fuck it. Why don't you let her borrow it, Phoenix? I guess it can't hurt. Here you go, Miss Oldbag. Got lent to Miss Oldbag.
Listen to me, Sonny. I don't like having deaths to no whippersnappers. You take this and we're even. Deal?
What's this? A Steel Samurai trading card?
The sneaky kid dropped it. I figure it's pretty important to him, though.
Thank you, I may have a use for this. This must be the hostage she was talking about. Steel Samurai card added to the court record.
Right, I'm off.
There she goes, hobbling off towards the studio. Jody, this look familiar?
Hey, you are!
You are? Huh?
You are, ultra rare. That card's really hard to get. Man, for a grown-up, you sure are dumb.
I'll give you this, if you help me.
But that's my card! By offering me something I already own, you're in effect eschewing the very basis of our consumer society, namely the principle of fair trade. For a grown-up, you sure are dumb.
Well, what do they teach these kids in school these days? Quantum physics?
Whatever, I don't need that card.
Huh?
I get a double. Just keep it. It's yours.
What? After I went through all that trouble?
If you want to trade, find me a really rare card.
Really rare? You mean there's something rarer than ultra rare?
Ultra rare premium cards are way rarer than plain ultra rare cards. Come on! Man, for a grown-up, you sure are dumb.
Premium rare? Why do I feel like we're talking about steaks?
Oh, hi.
Hello. What brings you here?
Oh, well, I had to arrange some stuff.
Yes?
The, girl with you, doesn't she seem a little different? Like, is she even the same person as before?
Nope, she's the same as always.
Same as always. Okay, whatever you say.
Have you seen that boy since then?
Nope. You missed it, though. The security lady was chasing around after the boy so fast, I thought she'd collapse. Of course, he got away in the end. Boy, was she mad. Actually, we saw them. How's the old windbag doing? She was squeezing donuts for her clenched fist back at the guard station. Some people take their jobs a little too seriously.
Are all the posters on the wall here of Hammer?
Yes, it's really a terrible loss for the studio. Then again, after what happened.
After what happened?
You mean you don't know about Hammer?
No, what?
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said anything.
Wait, now you have to tell me. What happened with Hammer?
I'm sorry. I'm probably not the one who should tell you.
Why do I get a feeling something's being covered up here?
Do you know anything about this? Hey, that's a Steel Samurai trading card. I collect those, actually. I'm one card away from a complete set.
A complete set?
Yeah, a set of one of each card.
Huh?
Wait. That's it! That's the card I need! You don't know how I've been looking for it? I don't care what kind of girl you might think I am. I need that card! But please, I beg you, please trade with me.
Trade with you?
Yes, trade cards. Look, I'll even trade you an ultra rare premium card.
Trade me a, huh?
Yes, it's a good deal for your ultra rare. Please! Phoenix, can't you see she's desperate?
What's everybody getting so excited about? Yeah, sure, why not?
Okay. Really? Thanks. Then this is for you.
An ultra rare premium Steel Samurai collectible card. Very valuable.
Yahoo!
And there she goes.
Doesn't doing good things like that make you feel great?
Yeah, it does.
Doesn't.
Here you go. See this card?
Yeah, so wait! That's it!
That's the last ultra rare premium card I need. Come on, give it to me, please. You gotta give it to me. Wow, I've never seen him so eager. But right, okay. How about a trade? You're on. I'll give you a samurai spear and throw in an evil magistrate to boot. No, not that kind of trade. I don't want cards, I want information. Huh? You sure? Fine by me. Oh, dear God, give it to Cody. Okay, Phoenix, let's hear what he has to say. If he knows something that could help us, we can have him take the stand tomorrow. Alright. So you like the Steel Samurai? He's so cool. I guess. If you're judging him by his looks, you have to look at his actions, at his life. I'm being lectured on life by a grade schooler. You like him too, don't you? Oh, me? Yeah, I, love the Steel Samurai. So tell me, what's your favorite thing about the Steel Samurai is? His fighting skills, I guess? Got to think of something. I like it when he, vanquishes his foes. Yeah, wazam! The Steel Samurai always wins. Always! Check this out, it's my fan album. What the? It's all pictures of the Steel Samurai. I go to every live performance. Stupid publicity stunts where they beat each other up in public? I always take a picture when the Steel Samurai lands the final blow. What's that? I got them all. I never missed one. A perfect collection. Check it out. My new digital camera. Wow, that's very impressive. The newest model, isn't it? You bet, lady. I just got it for my birthday. My album has a name. Want to hear it? The Steel Samurai, Path to Glory. Steel Samurai always wins. Always. Hey, if you want this, you can have it, lady. Really? Are you sure? Yeah, I took these with a digital camera. I got all the data at home, so I can always make another one. Well then, I'm happy to accept. Thank you. Transfer of every victory seen in every battle the Steel Samurai has won. There we go. What's with people always giving stuff to Mia? What a life. You were here on the day of the incident, right? Yeah. Did you see anything unusual? Cody? Cody, he needs to know because he's fighting for justice. Isn't that the Steel Samurai's motto for great justice? You have to help us fight for great justice too. I saw everything. Oh well, we might get some useful information out of him yet. I need you to ask something very important. What did you see on the day of the incident? I got here that day around 2. I had to come in through the woods out back so that old lady wouldn't see me. I got kinda lost though. I was in there for maybe a half hour or so. Then I finally got to the studio. After that... What is it, Cody? The Steel Samurai killed the bad guy. He used his samurai spear, just like always. One shot, one kill. It happened so fast, I got scared. I went home after that. I see, it must have been hard for you. Man, you say those nice things, but it's so obvious you aren't speaking from the heart. Right. Mia? Yes? I think we can say for sure this means the Steel Samurai did it. True enough. And the director has an alibi, so it wasn't him. Indeed. So, the only person left who it could have been is Will Powers. I have to admit, it's kind of a shock. But if you put this boy in the witness stand, your client will be guilty for sure. Let's not call him then. I think that would be wise. Best to leave this one alone. Not so fast, pal! I've heard everything. This boy here is a key witness, and he's under police protection starting now. Come on, son. Got a rendezvous with me down at the precinct. No, I ain't going! Whack! That didn't go so well. We're back to 0 leads. And now we have a serious handicap in court. What are we gonna do, Mia? Oh, I really need to be going. Don't worry, Phoenix. I'm sure you'll be fine. Whoa! Come to the trial tomorrow, please! I need you there. Phoenix, can I ask you something? Do you really believe that Mr. Powers is innocent? Of course he is! That's all I wanted to hear. Excellent. I'll see you in court then. Great! Thanks, Mia! See you soon.
Mr. Wright?
Yes?
Why do you look so unhappy?
Nothing. Really, it's nothing. Right, Mia? Uh-oh, she looks even unhappier. Phoenix, your client is now practically a dead man walking. Perhaps that's why I feel particularly close to him. This is no time for dead people jokes, please. You know we're going into this trial utterly defenseless. Yet, if Mr. Powers is truly innocent, we should be able to find something overlooked in the evidence to prove it. Something overlooked? We have to find something, Phoenix, today. It's that or lose the trial. This isn't going to be easy. Alright, here we go.
Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Very well. Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please. An unexpected fact has came to the attention of the court. Yesterday, we learned that there were other people present at the studios. Today, I would like to show evidence proving they had nothing to do with the murder.
Very well. You may call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth. I wonder if it'll be that producer.
The prosecution calls Mr. Salmonella to the stand.
Or that director.
Will the witness state his name and profession?
How rude can you get? You don't know me? I'm the director. I make the Steel Samurai, noob.
Ruffle. This is Salmonella. I'm a director. Television.
Were you at Global Studios on the day of the murder?
Yes, Your Honor.
Very well. Please testify to the court about the events of that day.
Phoenix, let's start by picking this testimony apart. If Powers is innocent, you know what that means. Someone in the trailer on that day did it. Right. She doesn't waste any time putting under pressure. I was at the studios from around 9 that morning. During the morning, I was doing an action scene run-through. It looked a lot more time than I thought it would. I hear that everyone else ate lunch in the employee area. I had a meeting in the Studio 2 trailer, so I ended up skipping lunch. We were in the meeting until around 4. During the meeting, well, I'm pretty sure no one left their chairs. That's about it.
The time of Mr. Hammer's death was 2:30 p.m. And according to your testimony, you were in a meeting at that time. Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination.
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Manila. What you want? When I went to Studio 2, I saw something on the table there. There were 2 plates, the same kind of plates as the ones in the employee area. Who ate lunch there? Good call. I was embarrassed, so I didn't mention it. But I did eat after all. T-bone steak, you mean? Yeah, well, I mean, the assistant went through at all that trouble. I brought it to the trailer thinking I could eat it later. Clearly a man who likes to eat. I suspected as much. What exactly did you do? We took one break during the meeting. I wrote it down then. A mental image I will carry with me to my grave. Wait a second. If they took a break in that meeting, that contradicts his testimony. I'll press on that one a bit more. Didn't take a single break? Well... Yeah, not one. Just makes so much better. Wait a second. Wait a second! Mr. Manila, you just contradicted yourself. Didn't you just tell the court that you ate that T-bone steak during a break? Oops. Well?
Mr. Manila, what's this all about?
Well, yeah, I guess we did take a little break. Phoenix, great job. If they took a break, one of them could have gone to the studio during that time. Your Honor, I call on the witness to testify to the court about the break.
Very well. Mr. Manila, your testimony, please.
Uh-oh. just laughing. Yeah, FWIW, we took a break, Ruffle. But it was only 15 minutes. 15, that's only 13 in base 12. Not enough time for someone to say, commit murder in Studio 1, lol. That's just only enough time to eat a T-bone steak, if you ask me. I don't think it would be enough time for that, but that's just me. Very well, you may begin the cross-examination. Yeah, I took a break.
Hold it!
What time exactly did you take this break? I'd say it was around 2:30 or so until 2:45. 2:30? That's the time of death. So he could have gone to Studio 1, killed Hammer, and come back. I guess it's possible time-wise. That was only 15 minutes. 15, that's only 13 in base 12.
Hold it!
What were you doing for those 15 minutes? Eating my T-bone steak. What else? There were 2 plates on that table? Oh, right. The other one was Diva's. Sorry, D. Vasquez plate. D. Vasquez?
To eat a T-bone steak in 15 minutes, that's quite a feat.
Not enough time for someone to say, commit murder in Studio 1, lol.
Hold it!
Why is that?
Objection!
Haven't we had enough of this pointless line of questioning? Your Honor, the testimony to this point has made one certain fact painfully clear. The people in the trailer had nothing to do with this murder. It was impossible for any of them to go to Studio 1.
What?
Something wrong, Mr. Wright? Surely you aren't suggesting one of those people in the trailer went to Studio 1. Well, Mr. Wright?
Phoenix, this is critical. Think about it before you give your answer. Do you claim someone from the trailer went to Studio 1? If I agree to let everyone in that trailer off the hook, then the trial is over. Mr. Powers will be found guilty for sure. The victim was murdered at 2:30, the exact time at the break in the meeting. With 15 minutes, murder is certainly a possibility. I suppose you might say that. Right, I've got the judge thinking now.
Tusk, tusk, tusk. Never a dull moment with you, Mr. Wright.
What's your point, Edgeworth?
You've been doing your homework, haven't you? Look at the court record.
The court record?
Surely you knew that from 2:15 to 4, the path between the studios was blocked. Mrs. Monkey's head had fallen across the path.
Whoa! You're right.
True, the break-in the trailer meeting came right at the time of death. However, the path from there to the scene of the crime was blocked. The fallen Mrs. Monkeyhead barred the way.
It's actually Mr. Monkey, but Edgeworth has a point. And somehow I feel no desire to correct him.
No counter-argument, Mr. Wright? Then I'm afraid you'll lose this round. I believe we have seen enough evidence. I would like to relieve Mr. Manella from the stand.
What? It's over?
Very well. The court's opinions on this case is as follows. We have found that there were several other people in Studio 2 on the day of the murder. However, it is also clear that none of these people could have gone to Studio 1. They, therefore, have no relation to this case. Furthermore, with regards to the photo of the Steel Samurai, given the size of the costume, no one other than Mr. Powers could have worn it that day. All that is lacking is decisive evidence that he is the one who did it. If we had that, I'm afraid I would have to find Mr. Powers guilty. Your Honor, the prosecution is pleased to announce that we indeed have decisive evidence, a witness.
Who is this witness, Mr. Edgeworth?
My witness saw the very moment when the Steel Samurai skewered the victim.
Order! I will have order. I see. The court will take a 10-minute recess, after which we will hear your witness. Court is adjourned for recess. Well, that didn't go well. What do we do now, Mia? Everyone in that trailer has an alibi. I'm sorry, Phoenix. I guess I was wrong. But Mia? Don't tell me you're giving up. If you give up, what hope do I have? Don't get me wrong. I've never given up on a trial before, not while there was a chance. Only one thing became clear in the cross-examination. The people in the trailer could not have gone to Studio 1. I thought there was more to it than that. But I was wrong. That's all there is.
What's going to happen to me? It kind of seems like everyone in that courtroom thinks I did it. They think I'm a murderer.
Don't worry, Mr. Powers. If you are innocent, we will prove it. I guarantee it. Leave it to us and be yourself. Be strong. You are the Steel Samurai hero to children everywhere, after all.
Thanks.
Okay, Phoenix. This one's for the kids. Let's do it. Well, I fucked that one up by accusing the director.
Court is back in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. Prosecution has a concern. As our witness is a grade school of tender years and this is a murder case, we worry that the defense might cause unnecessary trauma with his cruel questioning.
Nice to see Edgeworth taking the moral high ground.
However, we have no choice. The prosecution calls Cody Harkins to the stand.
Oh. He's not tall enough for the stand.
Your Honor, perhaps you could arrange a box for him to stand on?
Oh, right. Guard, please bring him a box. One of those donut crates should do.
Will the witness state his name and grade in school? Witness?
What? Just because you're all grown up doesn't mean you can push me around. Cody, answer his question, okay? Hey, it's you, the nice lady. I'm Cody Harkins. I'm in 2nd grade.
I get the feeling this is going to be a long, long day. Mr. Edgeworth, please remember that you're speaking to a child. Try to be gentle. Witness, Cody.
I'm having trouble with this gentle thing.
You were present, you were at Global Studios on the day of the, incident.
You got a problem with that?
Please tell us what you saw that day.
What, Pops? You want me to tell you and Gramps with the beard over there?
Just Mr. Edgeworth will be fine. I prefer a bit of gentleman myself. A very long day. Incidentally, photographic equipment is strictly forbidden in this courtroom. My apologies, Your Honor. You said he wouldn't testify if he couldn't bring it. I'd like a special permission if that's possible.
Wait, so you're saying you had to bargain terms with a kid and you lost? Hey, I just got this new camera. Don't really know how to use it all that good yet. Thought I'd bring it with me wherever I go. Phoenix, I wonder if you had that camera on the day of the murder. You better make a note of that in the court record. Alright, we got Cody's camera.
Very well, Cody. Please testify to the court about what you saw the day of the incident.
I wanted to see a Steel Samurai rehearsal just once. I found a map on the internet and went to the studios that day. I went through the woods off the path so that old lady wouldn't catch me. I was going for the studio. I got kind of lost in the way though, for about 30 minutes. When I came out by the studio, there was the Steel Samurai. It totally rocked! Right before my eyes, out came the bad guy. Of course, the Steel Samurai took him down. Pow! If I had my camera with me, that would have been the time for a shot, I tell you. Anyway, I couldn't get into the studio, so I went home.
Very well. The defense may begin its cross-examination. But be gentle. Remember, you're talking to a child.
This kid is tougher than most adults we see in here, honestly. I wanted to see a Steel Samurai rehearsal just once.
Hold it!
You really like the Steel Samurai, huh? Of course I do! I taped every show, and I go to all the live performances. That's impressive. Have you been to the amusement park? Of course, duh! My dad always takes me. Poor dad. I found a map on the internet and went to the studios that day.
Hold it!
Was that the day the first time you'd been to the studio? Actually, I've been a couple of times. I never managed to get there on a rehearsal day. And that security lady's always yelling.
Right. Please continue.
Shut up, Pops, I'm getting to it! How am I supposed to talk if you're cutting me off all the time? Jeez!
Oh, God.
I went through the woods out the path so that old lady wouldn't catch me.
Hold it!
Off the puff? Yeah, you know how the studios are in the valley there? If you go off the path a little, there's woods. That's where I was. I see. Anyhow, I was going for the studio.
Hold it!
Did nothing unusual happen on your way to the studio? Unusual? Did you see this monkey by any chance? Oh, you mean Mr. Monkey? Yeah, I saw him, but his head wasn't busted.
So you went straight to the studio?
I got kinda lost on the way, though, for about 30 minutes. I kinda got lost in the way for about 30 minutes.
Hold it!
You got lost in the woods?
Yeah, I couldn't figure out which way I was walking. Man, was I relieved when I saw the blue studio doors. But guess what happened next? When I came out by the studio, there was the Steel Samurai.
Hold it!
The Steel Samurai? Yeah, he was standing by the studio gate. It looked like he was thinking about something before going in. Then he opened up the gate and went inside. I see. What then? It totally rocked. Right before my eyes, out came the bad guy.
Hold it!
What sort of bad guy was it? A guy? A person? Kind of tall, skinny? Are you sure it was a guy? I don't know. He was kind of far away. He's being awfully vague. Of course the Steel Samurai took him down! Pow!
Hold it!
What happened to the bad guy? Huh? Well, he kind of didn't move. Not a bit, like he was dead. I guess he's a real pro. What a great actor. Yes, I suppose he was. If I had my camera with me, that would have been the time for a shot, I tell you. Wait, don't you bring your camera with you?
Objection!
Cody, what you just said seems, well, a little strange. Didn't you say before that you always bring your digital camera wherever you go? You were quite clear about that. Huh? Cody, you shouldn't lie here. You understand that, right?
Mr. Wright, a word with you.
Uh-oh, was I putting the pressure on too much?
What is this digital camera contraption you're talking about?
It's, a digital camera, Your Honor. It's kind of a new sort of camera. How do I explain that?
I see.
Anyway, Cody, I can't believe you wouldn't bring your camera on a trip to the studios. You did bring it, didn't you?
Objection!
Mr. Wright, how cruel you are to terrorize a poor child so.
I don't care if he is a child or a prosecuting attorney. No one should lie in court.
What do you mean, or a prosecuting attorney?
Well, Cody? What? Yeah, so I had my camera, so what? Got a problem with that?
So you did have a camera. And did you use this camera?
But why would I use it? I was too busy watching.
Very well. Please testify to this court about what you were so busy watching.
Yeah, I had my camera with me. But I was glued to the action. I couldn't take my eyes off it. Steel Samurai, he goes for the bad guy. Wham! Then the bad guy stopped moving. He's so strong. The Steel Samurai rules.
Ah, is that all? Well, that was brief. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination.
Yeah, I had my camera with me.
Hold it!
So why didn't you use it?
Objection!
He's getting to that. Relax and listen.
I didn't use it because I was too busy watching the real thing. And I was glued to the action and couldn't take my eyes off it.
Hold it!
So you were watching the Steel Samurai. Did you watch the whole fight? Yeah, of course! You didn't turn away, not even once? No. Okay, then tell us exactly what happened. Yeah, I'm getting to that. The Steel Samurai, he goes for the bad guy. Wham!
Hold it!
So the bad guy attacked him first? Yeah! What sort of person was this bad guy? I told you, a person. He was a person. How was he dressed? I kinda don't remember. I was too busy watching the Steel Samurai.
See, what happened next?
Then the bad guy stopped moving.
Hold it!
Why? Huh? What do you mean, why? Why wasn't the bad guy moving? Well, because the Steel Samurai brought him to justice. And how exactly did he do that? How did he do it? With a samurai kick and a samurai punch. Samurai chop, samurai slap. So something like that. I'm still being vague about this. What? Don't give me that look, Pops. How should I play this? Cody? What? Something's bothering me. Before you said that you couldn't take your eyes off the action. Yeah? So what? You missed the most important part.
Objection!
What is the meaning of this? The witness has stated what he saw quite clearly.
Objection!
You know as well as I do that he's being vague. Tell me what kind of murderer uses a samurai slap? My point is this. Cody, you may have seen some of the Steel Samurai's fight, but you missed the most important part, the killing blow. Oh, that's a good point.
Order. Mr. Wright, how could this be? Can you explain how he might have missed something so vital?
That's the thing. Phoenix, I believe you're on the right track with this. Think, why didn't Cody see the climax of the fight? I know you can figure this out.
Mr. Wright, your answer? We have ascertained that this young boy is a great fan of the Steel Samurai. Why wouldn't he watch the climax of the fight?
Your Honor, I have evidence.
Evidence?
Yes, Your Honor. Why did Cody look away from the fight? He was looking at his camera.
Take that!
Here's my proof.
What's that? The camera?
The witness stated that he recently received this camera.
Yes, I'm aware of that.
He wasn't entirely familiar with its operation.
I'm aware of that too.
Oh! Correct! Why would Cody be looking somewhere else at the critical moment? Because he was looking at his camera! He was trying to take a picture! Hey! Bullseye! What's your problem, Pops? You got a thing for picking on little kids?
Pressing and not picking.
Good job, Phoenix. Cody was lying, clearly. Smart of you to realize there was no way you could just stand there watching his hero and not take a picture. Right. Cody, there was only one reason why you wouldn't have looked away from the fight. And that was because you wanted to take a picture. But having just received your camera, you weren't used to using it yet. So you missed the climax of the fight, correct?
Yeah.
Well, Phoenix, I'll bet you anything he's hiding more than that. Have him testify again. Right. He means business. Your Honor, the defense would like to request that Cody Hatkins testify once more.
Very well. Cody, could you please tell us about your camera? And about why you didn't take a picture of the fight?
Welcome to the real world, kid. Oh no, he's in tears. Yeah, you're right, Pops. The Steel Samurai had just escaped from the clutches of the villain. So I held up my camera to take a picture. But the lens wouldn't open in time, so I missed it. That's all that happened, yep.
Anything strange in that testimony, Mr. Wright?
I'm not sure. But I'd like to proceed with the cross-examination anyway. The Steel Samurai had just escaped from the clutches of the villain.
Hold it!
So you did see the beginning of the fight? Yeah. Did you notice anything unusual? I guess the Steel Samurai was moving a little strange. Moving strangely? So I held up my camera to take a picture.
Hold it!
Why couldn't you take a picture? Your camera has too many buttons. I couldn't figure it out. I tried to take a picture, I really tried. But the lens wouldn't open in time, so I missed it.
Hold it!
When the lens opened, what did you see? Well, a person on the ground and the Steel Samurai. That's all that happened, yep.
Hold it!
That's all? Yeah, I told you I didn't take a picture. I would have once I got that lens open. Did he really not take a picture? Not even one? Nah, he definitely would have taken a picture. There's gotta be something here I can use. Cody. Listen up, Cody Hackins. I know exactly what happened that day. You took a picture! Hey! Bullseye? How did you know? I see through all your lies, Cody Hackins. One of my powers. Wow. This feels great. Yeah, I took a picture.
Perhaps you could change your testimony to reflect this, Cody?
I took a few shots, but it was too late, so I erased them. Wait. Hold on.
Objection!
Cody? What? Man, every time you say Cody, you follow it with something bad. I just wanted to thank you for giving me this the other day. Huh? Oh, right. What was it you told me then? I get every live performance. I always take a picture when the Steel Samurai lands the final blow. Wazam! I got them all. I never missed one. A perfect collection. Cody? Did you really get a picture of the Steel Samurai standing victorious over his foe? If you did, I find it hard to believe that you would just erase it. Wouldn't you keep it for your album?
Mr. Wright, what exactly is this album?
It's called The Path to Glory. It's a collection of pictures of the Steel Samurai, all taken by Cody Hackins. He claims it's a perfect collection of every battle the Steel Samurai has won.
I see.
Don't you find this very odd, Your Honor? Among all the pictures of the Steel Samurai, none were taken that day.
Oh, shit. Order. Mr. Wright, have you an explanation? If the Steel Samurai had just defeated his adversary, I certainly would expect to see a picture of it in this album.
Exactly my point, Your Honor. Unless... No way. No way. Phoenix, I think we finally discovered the truth. And what a truth it is. But Mia, are we sure about this? Did he actually... Yes, I'm pretty sure what you're thinking is right. Tell them, Phoenix. Tell them what the truth is.
Mr. Wright, please explain to the court what is going on here. Why was there no picture in the album for the day of the murder? Why would the boy have erased a photo he took?
He didn't win! I can think of only one reason, Your Honor. The Steel Samurai didn't win. That's why Cody deleted those photos.
You mean the Steel Samurai lost?
Well, Cody, I'm right, aren't I? Tell the truth. The bad guy defeated the Steel Samurai. No way! No! It's impossible! The Steel Samurai never loses! He never loses to anyone, ever! Your Honor, the witness has revealed everything with his words. There was a reason why he lied and told us he didn't take a picture. The same reason he erased his precious photos. For Cody, it was inconceivable that the Steel Samurai could be defeated. However, Cody witnessed the impossible. He saw the Steel Samurai lose. Yet to admit what he saw would destroy everything he believed in. That's why he lied and said the Steel Samurai won. He couldn't handle the truth!
Order. I will have order. Witness, I mean Cody, is this true? What did you see? Tell the court what you saw.
Oh shit, we just made a child cry in court. Cody, that day you saw the Steel Samurai lose a fight, right? Okay. You're right. The Steel Samurai fell down. Then he didn't move. Oh Jesus, I feel bad now.
Order. What kind of stunt are you trying to pull, Wright? The Steel Samurai was the murderer, not the victim.
Yeah, according to your witness's testimony, the Steel Samurai was the one who fell.
Mr. Wright, what's going on?
Apparently, we have all made a serious error.
An error? What's this all about?
If you understand what really happened, it's actually quite simple. At the end of the fight, the Steel Samurai fell to the ground and lay still. In other words, the Steel Samurai was not the killer, he was the victim. Don't you see? Jack Hammer was the Steel Samurai.
Order. So the Steel Samurai in this photograph, you're saying the man in this costume was the victim, Mr. Jack Hammer?
That's what I'm saying, Your Honor. Jack Hammer was present at the action scene run-through that morning. Thus, he obviously knew about Will Power's foot injury.
But wait! Hadn't Mr. Hammer gone to Studio 1 already?
That's what everyone thought. But remember what Miss Allbag said in her testimony.
On the day of the murder, I arrived at the guard station at 1 p.m. Did I see poor old Hammer? Nope. He'd already gone to the studio before I got back to the guard station.
Mr. Jack Hammer left the employee area after lunch. However, no one saw him go to Studio 1, nor was there a picture of him. He waited for Mr. Powers to take a nap in his dressing room. Then he snuck into the dressing room and stole the Steel Samurai costume.
But why would the victim do such a thing?
I don't know. I get it. I thought that the Steel Samurai was moving strange. So it was a different person inside the suit. Pops! Me? What? Actually, there was one piece of data I saved. Data? Yeah, a photo of my digital camera!
What? Show us quick!
No way, man. Not if you're gonna look at me like that.
Now!
Here, this is it.
Well, looking at this, it's still a little hard to say. I'm afraid that it could have been anyone in that suit. Your opinion, Mr. Wright?
I agree, Your Honor. This isn't decisive evidence.
I'm sorry, this doesn't look like it's the proof we need. I'll give it back.
Wait, Phoenix. Mia? What? Look at that photograph once more. That's it, Phoenix. That photo is all the evidence you need to win this trial. But what? Your Honor, may I see that photo once more, please?
Certainly. I don't see why not.
Phoenix, show him. There's a glaring decisive inconsistency with the facts, as we know them in the photo. Finding inconsistency in the photo.
Take that!
Your Honor, look at this!
I see. A gate.
Might I draw you to the attention to the number of that gate?
The number? Ah, yes. Well, it's hard to see, but it looks like a 2.
Clearly not a 1, Your Honor, correct? I believe Mr. Edgeworth sees what I'm getting at.
But that's impossible. Huh? What's this all about? Please explain so that I might be shocked along with the rest of the court.
I'll use the studio guide map. The body was found here in Studio 1. However, what do we see in this photo taken at the time of the murder? It does not say 1 on that gate in the photo. Your Honor, here is the true scene of the crime.
And the judge would have let it took place.
Take that!
Here, at Studio 2.
I see. That would explain the 2 on the gate in the photo.
Your Honor, I find it very significant that the murder took place in Studio 2. The path to the trailer was blocked.
So we have heard.
The path was blocked at 2:15. In other words, the victim went to Studio 2 before that time.
Yes, I suppose that would be the case.
Remember Mr. Salmonell's testimony? Allow me to remind the court. He said no one in the trailer was guilty because they could not have gone to Studio 1. Yet in actuality, the reverse was true. Only someone in the trailer could have committed this murder. They were the only ones with access to the scene of the crime, Studio 2. Oh shit. As you may recall, there is a trailer in Studio 2. Now on that day, a meeting was held in that very trailer. There was a break in the meeting corresponding to the time of the death. During that break, Mr. Salmonella and Miss D. Vasquez were outside eating steak. They were at the scene of the crime. Order. The defense makes the following claims. The scene of the crime was Studio 2. The person that the security guard Miss Olbach saw was the victim, Mr. Jack Hammer. Mr. Hammer, for some reason, stole a Seal Samurai costume. Then he went to Studio 2.
Objection!
This is madness! Jack Hammer is the victim! The victim! Why would he steal a Steel Samurai costume? Are you suggesting he did so to cover up the details of his own murder?
Well, no, of course not.
Or do you have proof? Give me proof that the victim Jack Hammer stole the costume.
Oh, I have proof.
You do? You do, Mr. Wright?
Now that they're so surprised, suddenly I'm much less confident. I think I'm right, though. Here's my proof that Jack Hammer stole the costume.
Take that!
This is it.
An empty medicine bottle?
I found this on the table in the employee area. The same table where Mr. Hammer and Mr. Powers ate. The label reads sleeping pills.
Sleeping pills?
The defendant, Mr. Powers, spent that entire afternoon sleeping. He was drugged by Mr. Hammer.
Wait a moment. That bottle does raise some suspicion, yes? But there is no proof that Mr. Hammer used it.
Your Honor, I have an idea.
An idea? Very well, let's hear it.
I want to check this bottle for fingerprints. If my claims is true, Mr. Hammer's fingerprints should show up on this bottle.
I suppose you're right. Very well, the court will take possession of the bottle.
So that took a turn.
This court will suspend proceedings on the current trial for today. Cody Harkin's testimony has revealed new possibilities in this case. In fact, things may have happened very differently than we previously thought. The Steel Samurai seen by Miss Olbach may have been the victim, Jack Hammer. The scene of the crime was not Studio 1, but Studio 2. And those in the trailer did have time to commit murder. Mr. Wright?
Yes, Your Honor?
Your homework is to find the answer to the following question.
Why would Mr. Hammer steal the Steel Samurai costume?
Also, who killed him and why? Find the answers for me by tomorrow.
That's a lot of homework.
Mr. Edgeworth? You will need to reconsider your stance in this case. Above all, you will need to reconsider your suspicion of Mr. Will Powers. As you say, Your Honor. This trial will be extended until tomorrow. This is the last extension. Very well, court is adjourned.
Phew! That was a close one. We were saved by a hair, but that's all that counts. I thought seriously about going home about 3 times during the trial. Me too.
Really?
You both seem so confident. Maybe I should take up a career in acting. I was ready to announce you dead about 3 times back then. Me too.
Dead?
Of course, we're kidding.
Are you sure?
I wasn't kidding. Now, Mr. Powers, we have to go make our final investigation. But I promise you, we'll find a true killer by tomorrow's trial.
Right, thanks.
Alright guys, that's all I'm gonna do for today. Sorry I have to cut it off before the episode finishes, but we will continue this in another time. But in the meantime, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe. That would be all appreciated, and I will see you guys in the next one. Take care, and goodbye.